Today we're going to learn a little bit about life jars. This is an example of a life jar. This is going to be our illustration for today. We're going to talk about things in your life that you need, that you want, and that are important to you that would fill up this example of your life jar. One of the first things that you might think about when you're thinking about what is important to you in your life is your family. So thinking about your mom, your dad, a brother, a sister, aunts, cousins, uncles, all of those are family that might be in your life jar. Then you have friends, anybody that you play with, your friends at school, your friends at your neighborhood. When you go to their house and play with them or have sleepovers, your friends are people that would probably be in your life jar. Then you have sports. If you play football, if you do gymnastics, cheerleading, or soccer, sports might be really important to you and belong in your life jar. Then we have things like hobbies. Hobbies are things that you really like to do. So if you play an instrument, you do art, those are hobbies that might belong in your life jar. Then we have fun things like playing video games, watching TV, listening to music, or playing on our phones. Games like that could be fun things that all belong in our jar. And then we have things like school. School is important. So learning to read, learning to multiply and do math. All of those are examples of things that might belong in someone's life jar. What types of things do you think would be in your life jar? Now, today we are going to fill a life jar together to see an example of what that might look like. First, we're going to start out with all of that fun stuff, the things that we really enjoy doing every day. Now, our fun stuff is going to be represented by this jar of sand. All those little tiny pieces of sand in there are going to represent things that we really like to do that are fun. So for you, that might be going to the movies, that might be listening to music, that might be shopping, that might be playing with your friends. And we are going to dump that sand in our life jar, and that is going to represent all the fun things that we do in our life. Next, let's add some things that are important to us. So these are things that still might be fun for us to do, but they're the most important things for us in our life. So that might be if you participate in a sport, that might be really important to you. If you participate in an after-school club, other outside activities, doing homework would be important, spending time with your friends. And these medium-sized rocks here are what is going to represent those medium-sized important things in our life. Finally, we need to think about adding the things that we need in our life. So they're things that we might like and have fun with too, but they're definitely the things that we need. So like our family, our education, being safe, having friends, having values, which means what you think is right. So we are going to add these bigger rocks that are representing those really, really important things in our life that we need. Uh-oh, were we able to fit all of the things that we needed into our life jar? You're right. It doesn't look like it. Our life jar was too full to fit it all in. Why do you think our life jar was too full to fit everything that we needed to go into our life jar? That's right, we put too much fun stuff in there, and it took up all of the room, and we didn't have time to add our large, important things at the end. They wouldn't fit. So we're going to try that again, and we're going to try putting the most important things in first, instead of the fun things first. So you can see, we're adding our large rocks that are representing our really, really important things that we need in our life first. Were we able to fit the things we needed most this time? Absolutely, it looks like we were able to fit those. Now let's add those other things that are important to us. We don't necessarily need them, but they're important to us. Remember, these are our medium-sized rocks. Did they all fit in our jar? Of course they did. This time we were able to fit all of our large rocks and all of our medium rocks in there. But do you think we have any room left for all of that fun stuff? Remember that big jar of sand that represented all the fun things we have in our life? Let's see if we can fit all of that fun stuff in now. Do you think we can do it? Let's see. Remember, the sand represents all of those things in our life that are fun, that we really enjoy doing. How are we able to fit everything in our jar this time? We put the exact same amount of things in the jar the first time as we did the second time. Why was this time different? Well, we put the important things first. And remember, by putting the important things first, it allows us to get everything we need to get done, and then we can sprinkle in all of that fun stuff around our important things and the things that we need.